Can you please go to paper 2, booklet 2, question 7. Okay. So you have the graph fx. There's one inflection point for fx, correct? There's also one inflection point for gx. The inflection point for gx is a horizontal inflection point. For fx is a non-horizontal inflection point, correct? Or gx got 2. That is at 2 and 6, correct? So the question say fx and gx graph from 0 to 7. So if they give you the domain, everything have to go according to the domain. The graph of each function has exactly one stationary point. Yeah. So for fx is called local minimum. For gx is called horizontal inflection point. It is located at x equal to 2. It's tell you that. State the nature of the stationary point. So of fx. So I state already, local minimum. Okay. Figure 7 show the sign diagram for the second derivative of the function gx. State the nature of the point that is located at x equal to 2 on the graph of y equal to gx. So if you look at the graph, you don't have to look at the sign diagram. You also know that is called horizontal point of inflection. Yeah. Then after that, they say the graph of y equal to fx in figure 6 has one point of inflection at x equal to 5. Okay. Determine the interval for which f prime x is increasing. Okay, so do you know how to do? So how I know the answer? F prime x is increasing. How I know that the interval is between 0 and 5? Can someone tell me where I base on? Yeah, class, please try. For part C. Hello. If you never try, you will never know. Your fx is go like that. How I know that from 0? How Mr. come about this answer?
Is it because that from 0 to 2 the gradient
0
is
to 5.
for 0 to 2 first the gradient is increasing from negative to 0, and then from 2 to 5 is increasing from 2 and then upwards.
Yeah. So how I know? I go by the shape. Convex. If y equal to fx is convex, then f prime x is increasing. You get me? I got it from there. Okay. So from x equal to 5 to 7, f prime x is decreasing. So if you are the person who can't see from the graph, as what just now, I don't know, is Amalie or Uma? Okay. Yeah, two of you sound almost the same. Yeah, said it. Yeah, you can look it like that. If you are a person who can't see like that, you look at the shape. F prime x is decreasing because fx graph is concave upward or concave lah. Are you clear? So that is how I see. Can or not? That's why when that's why for this part we say fx is increasing with what rate? Decreasing rate. And for this part, we say that fx is for this part. Sorry, I have to break into two parts. I cannot break into one part. I cannot go by one part. Okay. For this part, we say fx is decreasing with increasing rate. See that? So that is how you get. And for this part, we say that fx is increasing with am I right? No, I'm wrong. With increasing rate. Okay, this one also is fx is decreasing with decreasing rate. This one we have to put decreasing rate because the decreasing here means negative gradient already. Decreasing rate. Yeah, here you have to put decreasing rate. Yeah. Okay, so that is how I get the answer. I go for f double prime, or you can go for f double prime, or you can look at the shape. Yeah, so it's your choice. So then part C. Determine the interval. Okay, done. Okay, then part D, that is the very common question already. Now they like you to make a choice. Yeah, so part D, any issue on part D? When you see that you compare the gradient, or you based on the graph, you compare the gradient. Yeah. Okay. Then part E. On the axis in figure 3, sketch the graph of y equal to g prime x. Can you? So you understand how Ms. To get the answer? There are two turning points because there are two inflection points. And one of the inflection point of gx is also the stationary point. So that's why at 2, the graph continue to increase. Okay, there's something wrong with the answer that I give. Can someone point out to me where I go wrong? I give you the answer like that. I give you the answer like that. Can someone point out to me what's wrong with my answer? Can someone tell me what's wrong with my answer?
Is it the gradient at 7 doesn't decrease to 0 straight away?
Yes. So what I need to do, my graph had to stop here. But the gradient at 7 should be less than the one for fx, correct? So your fx is up here, so you have to be below the fx. So the graph, this part of the graph cannot. So they will deduct 1 mark if you continue. If you didn't stop at 7, they will deduct 1 mark. Are you clear? Are you clear? Okay, so I'm going to sketch. Okay, so this is my f prime x. Look, this is your f prime x. Right? This is your f prime x. Okay, so your g prime x, you start with positive, correct? If you start here, definitely is wrong. Do you know why? You should start below. This distance and this distance, this should be shorter. Do you get me? And you go like that. At 2, you go up. So all this one all have to be less than, below the fx, because the gradient is smaller. Until 7 here, you stop. And they turn as 5. This one's supposed to turn as, here is 5. So this one's supposed to turn as 6. So it must be quite accurate in that way. Do you get me? You cannot sketch like Miss Do sketch like that. When you sketch on that graph, all these positions are very important. Because the gradient of, you can see that the steepness of GX graph compared to FX definitely is less. So the G prime X graph should be lower. Are you okay? So if you any part of it you draw higher, correct, they definitely will deduct your mark. Is that okay? Hello? Can or not? Okay. No question on that. So what I want you to take notes of is this time round, they may give you all the 3 side diagram and they ask you to sketch the fx or gx graph. So you better go and check it out, all these. So you see, for this question, on the curve property, the weightage is quite heavy, 9 marks. Quite a lot. Okay. Let's see. Can I move?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Question 8. Question 8. Question 8 is talking about some sort of like a conjecture question. Agree? It's a conjecture question. So conjecture question, you just follow whatever is it, then you get the answer. So is there any issue with that? Hello?
It's quite straightforward, the differentiation.
Yeah, the differentiation is quite straightforward, correct? Yeah, the differentiation is quite straightforward. And the equation of tangent, yeah. Does the tangent cut the curve again? Does the tangent at x equal to 1 cut the curve again? Your equation of tangent at x equal to 1 is equal to y equal to ln 3 plus 2 over 3. This is the gradient, x minus 2 over 3, correct? Your curve is y is equal to x ln x squared plus 2. When you solve this, yeah, does the curve cut the x-axis, does the tangent cut the curve again? Meet the curve again? The curve go like that, correct? So if the sum of the tangent may cut the curve again, am I right? So does this happen? Can someone try to use your calculator and prove it that it doesn't?
But the intersection
one-
at the bottom is already ln 3, right? Y, the value of y.
Is it ln 3? When x equal to 1, y equal to ln 3.
Negative 2/3, sorry.
Why negative 2/3?
I think you won't get a second intersect, right? Because
Why?
you
You try to use your solver and get it. This one definitely you can't solve it. This one definitely you can't solve it manually. This one definitely you can't solve it manually because you have the product of a linear term and a long term. You definitely cannot solve it manually. You have to use your solver. You try to sketch these two graphs in on your graphic calculator and have a look at. See whether it meet again or not. See whether it meet again or not. Everyone, take out your graphic calculator and key in the function. They may ask you to sketch the graph. They may, I don't know. Okay, then the other one is the straight line. Never mind, I put ln 3 plus 2 divided by 3 close x. Sorry. X minus 2 divided by 3. Okay, zoom. Okay, I put mine. I try to get it at the other side. It definitely should meet at the other side. So I put my window as 0 and minimum -10, maximum 0. And I put a zoom fit, see how it go. Because sometimes they can use show graphically whether the tangent meet the curve again or not. I think it will. Yes, it does. The tangent that does meet the curve again, meet at -2 point something. Am I right? Hello? You use your graphic calculator, you key this into your Y1 and this into your Y2. Then you go to window. Then you put your X because we know obviously from the graph, it should be meet around at the negative side. Am I right? It should meet at the negative side. So we put at, okay, -10 is too big. I tried it. Okay, you can put -4. Then you do a zoom fit. So this is my blue one. So this is my Y2. So this is my Y2 and this is my Y1. This is my Y1. So it meet. So you can find the intersection point. Can you find the intersection point? Yeah, they can ask you to sketch both graphs. Then they ask you to find the intersection point. Anyone got the intersection point already? I got the intersection point as -2.39. And the Y is -4.89. Am I right? Okay, so class, be very careful. Okay, so far they haven't have questions say, will the tangent meet the curve again? This is The question asked, will the tangent at x equal to 1 meet the curve again? And this, for this case, it's impossible to solve simultaneously. So you solve by using graphical method. Can or not? Okay, anyone have the problem of making the conjecture? The one of part C, which have 4 marks? Do you have that problem? In this case, they can ask you to find the area bounded by the curve. Huh? Can you? And the tangent, can you find? Do you know how to do area bounded by the curve and the tangent? So you want to find the area, correct? The red area. So what you need to do is, you go to your calculator. This is your, from negative 2.39, you integrate until 1. Yeah. Then the top curve is your y2. So you just put y2 minus y1, then dx. Then you get the answer. Okay. Since we have the thing, can we try to get the answer? Make sure you are doing the right same thing as me. If you are doing the reverse, please reverse it. Top minus the bottom. If you use the bottom minus the top, you will get negative value. So you go to math, FNINT, then you put in negative 2.39, then you put the upper as 1, then you call out your y. Okay, you call out according to where you key in. How come I got negative? Why I got negative value? Am I doing the right thing? Oh, okay, okay. I'm doing the wrong one. Myself, I myself do the wrong thing. Okay, never mind. The answer should be 2.54595. Am I right? 2.546. Or to be more accurate, 3 significant figure, 2.55. Am I getting the right answer, class? Mm, 2.55. Okay, so you see, they can convert this question instead of conjecture question. They can come up to question like that. Yeah, or using calculator. Okay, so done with that. Okay, I like to discuss one more question before I go to question 9. Do you find question 9 easy? Okay, I'm going to discuss one question. If you are given question like that, so how to integrate this? Give some time. How to integrate this? Where's my textbook? How to integrate that? Huh? How to integrate that? Give some thought to it. Up is linear, down is linear. So what should I do?
Maybe you can split them up.
Okay, how? Suggestion?
X over 2x plus 5 and plus 1 over 2x plus 5.
Okay. If you say like that, can. Then I also have issue on this. How am I going to integrate this one? Can. But I still have problem here. I can't do that. Okay. This one I still cannot do. Yeah. Good suggestion. So this one I have no issue. I can integrate this already. But this one still got, because up there is X. So how? Hello?
Maybe use substitution.
Okay, how to use substitution?
I'm thinking
then-
substitute x as u.
If you substitute X as U, okay, X equal to U. So I still have like that. I still didn't solve the problem. I still didn't solve the problem. Okay, someone want to substitute X plus 1 as U? Can. But you see, if you substitute X plus 1 as U, correct? So when I substitute it, so my X will be equal to U minus 1. So I still have U on top, and down there still got U. I still got U on top. I cannot run away. So these two substitution doesn't work. You can use substitution. Now you talk about substitution, I can use substitution, but you substitute the right one. Anyone have any idea? Quick, quick, quick. Yes. Someone say like that. If I let U be equal to 2x plus 5. So my du over dx will be equal to 2, correct? Yeah. Okay, so you see, so now my x, 2x plus 5 is equal to u. So my 2x is equal to u minus 5, x equal to u minus 5 divided by 2. So now I put it in. U minus 5 divided by 2 plus 1 over u. Then my du, my dx is du half du. Am I right? Agree? Okay. So now you go in this way. U minus 5 plus 2 divided by 2u times half du. So now you have 1 over 4 u minus 5, u minus 3 over u. So you got 1/4, 1 minus 3/u du. So you solve your problem. Are you clear? Hello? Are you okay? So this will be 1/4 integrate. So 1/4, you integrate 1, you got u. Because this is du, minus 3 ln u plus c. So now you replace your u back as x. Your u is 2x plus 5 minus 3 ln 2x plus 5 plus c. You get me? Hello? Anyone got any difficulty? So you have to know which one to substitute. So you handle the bottom. So if I don't want to use substitution method, I also can modify in that way, in the way I'm talking about. Okay, so can I show it without using substitution? Just modify from here. Hello? You want to see or not, or you are comfortable with substitution? Class?
I think you just demonstrate in case we forgot
Yeah.
substitution.
Yeah, just demonstrate. So if you have integrate, okay, I just write the expression first without the integral. So the thing is x plus 1, is it? X plus 1 to x plus 5. Okay, x plus 1 over 2x plus 5. So now I put like that. 1/2 2x plus 2 over 2x plus 5. Do you understand why I put 2 there? Because I want to create something on top exactly like at the bottom. Can I not? So I times 2, I have to divide by 2, so I times half. Okay, so that's the first step. Then second step I do is, it's just a modification. 2x plus 5 minus 3. You understand? 5 minus 3 is 2. Why I choose 5? Because down there is 5. Okay, then divide by 2x plus 5. Now I can break into 2 parts. Okay, so it becomes half 1 minus 3 over 2x plus 5. So now therefore integrate half 1 minus 3 over 2x plus 5 dx. So it will be half, integrate 1, you got x, integrate 3, you got 3 ln 2x plus 5 divided by 2 plus c. Done. Okay. So you modify the numerator in such a way that you got the whole thing of the denominator. So this is another thing that you have to take notes of. Yeah. So a lot of things about integration, you have to take notes of the thing. Can or not? Hello? Are you okay? So please go through your Okay, any more question? No more? Did y'all try that one? I know some of y'all tomorrow you got chemistry test. Is it?
Yes.
Yes. SAT 4.
That means there's a probability it might be postponed, but it's not confirmed yet.
Still postpone. Aiyo. Okay. Aiyo, don't postpone. No. Almost final already. I still under postpone. Yeah. What stay back after class? What do you mean stay back after class? Who want to stay back? Oh, after this class is it? Okay, can. So any more question? If not, afterward, the next lesson we discuss question 9. Okay, we discuss question 9. And did you all go through the textbook or not? Did you all take out all your SAT or not? Hello? Can I have a feedback? Did you all take out all your SAT or not?
Yes, I have done most of the or all of the SAT practice questions as well.
Yeah. So did you jot down some of the important point in your 4 pages handwritten notes?
Yeah, what I'm not so sure, I just jot down
yeah.
to be safe.
Yeah. So you know, okay, good. Still remember, okay. Since we still got a bit of time, still remember there is one exercise on the application, whereby we will study as x approaches infinity, that kind of things. The vertical
Yes.
asymptote. So please take notes. That is under your, I think it's in your, yeah, they ask you to study the behavior of the graph as x approaches infinity. I think that is under your rate of change, correct? The exercise should have such a question inside there. Yeah, so please go and have a look at that. And the 2 important functions on the calculus. Okay? So I need you to do a lot of revision. And if any part you really cannot do, you please text me the question, then I will solve it for you and give it to you. Okay? Yeah, and I'll upload the answer on the on WhatsApp for everyone to see. Please remember how to do your first principle. Okay, that one. I'm in with my past year paper. Okay. They ask you, what is the shape of this curve? What is the shape? What is the shape? What do you call this?
Concave?
No, not the shape of the curve, the area, this shape, this shaded region.
Semicircle?
Circle.
Yeah. So you don't think they won't ask us semicircle? Okay, this is semicircle. Okay, the fx function for this one, how is the fx function look like? Who can tell me? Square root of? No, cannot be that one. So if you study in from high school, correct? I let this point be xy. So I have x square, x. Here is 0, 0, correct? The radius is 3, correct? So x minus 0 square plus y minus 0 square is equal to 3 square, correct? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, so x square plus y square is equal to 9. So my y will be equal to square root of 9 minus x squared. Okay, so therefore they ask you, what is the value of, exact value of from -3 to 3 square root of 9 minus x squared dx. So it's the area of a semicircle. Area of a semicircle half pi r squared. So it's 9 over 2 pi. So it's possible, whenever you see like that, correct? You know it's a semicircle. It's a semicircle. So I can also have another one which is like that. Semicircle. So that means this one, the function will be y equal to negative square root of 9 minus x squared. Understand this part? So this whole thing add up to be a circle. So if you don't believe me, you go to your calculator, correct? Y1 you plot this, then Y2 you plot this. Yeah, then you join, you will get a circle. You do a zoom standard, you will get a circle. Okay, so this is another type of question that they may ask. I'm looking at other past year paper. I have a lot of paper in my yeah. Okay, so one more thing that I can ask you is, I can also say, given x squared plus y squared equal to 3x plus 1. Then I ask you to find dy dx. Is it possible for me to ask question like that? The answer is yes. So if I want to find dy dx for this case, I have to write y as a subject. So then I can only do dy dx here. Do you get me? So you use your chain rule, half 3x plus 1 minus x squared to the power negative half, then 3 minus 2x, done. You cannot say you never learned before, because whatever you have, you must write y as a subject before you start to differentiate, before you start to find the rate of change of y with respect to x. And for this one, it's impossible for you to write x as a subject. Okay? Are you okay?
Yes.
So things are, I'm trying to come up with all the possibility. I'm looking at all past year question, then I can think of a solution. I can think of a question. So I try not to frighten you with all the past year questions, because some of them are quite difficult for you all. You all don't go in depth in that way, but this is possible. This is possible. So that's why I didn't upload those very old past year paper. Can or not? I have on everything on my computer. Okay. So I'll see you afterward with more to come. Yeah. So every time during every lesson, whatever we discuss, you find that is useful for you, please write it down in your 4 pages handwritten note. Yeah. Okay, class. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Can you please log out? Yes, can you please leave the meeting?